Hello. Hopefully I got the audio working this time. Hello. Hopefully I got and I do. Yeah, audio backlash. Yesterday I did a stream for a good hour and a half. Yesterday I was getting in a groove and working on content. About 45 minutes into it, someone said, "Hey, there's no audio." And I looked at the recording afterwards, and sure enough, there was no audio for 45 minutes. Somehow OBS or Streamlabs OBS had my microphone device as missing. No idea how. There was no updates or anything applied. It just magically changed devices. But I fixed it now, and now I added a thing to my checklist to make sure the audio is working. Normally I make sure the video and the lighting is good. Now I added audio to the mix. So hopefully this doesn't. Oh, hopefully you're having a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. If you're watching this live or watching this on YouTube, get her on. My name's JoeG, and this is my stream. For the last, I think we're in 3 weeks now, we've been migrating a .NET Framework app from .NET Framework 4.5 over to .NET 5. It was a pretty bumpy road. If you watch the YouTube videos, most of it was just some of the transition over, and not so much the transition itself, but rewriting some of the code differently. Web Forms app with code behind and other stuff to it, and I broke it down and modularized it. Now a backend API with a separate data layer with mappings and such. In the last 2 weeks, the front end, which is honestly quite different for a couple different reasons. The routing struggle with, and I still struggle with it even to today. And some of the features are just new, so I had to update the version of Bootstrap and routing. But yeah, I got a lot of that done, and now just focus on grading a couple of pages. So if you come to the site directly, started, but let's go and start it and see the comments I made to it. It's the old one, but I got it open. Many windows. This is the new one. See, broken up by API data. Talked about, or we worked on that for. So yesterday, in the Mute Challenged demo, we worked on building out the shared conference layout, which has UI for conferences and the index page. So now if we start this, let's get everything started, we can see what it does. I also changed some of the control methods to be easier for the routing because I not get it to work if it me. On my other screen because that's the last one I used. So let's go here. That's just the API project. Just API, no biggie. Start the UI project. I also added things to new follower, Sharif, yesterday. Way that I could change the views without having to stop and refile the app. Watching, thank you. So here we are. Now, when you come to the site itself without any URL, this is equal.info. It's going to show you a list of all the events. We've been working on this event. So let's go and click on that event and see what happens. Ignore the HTTPS. That's just a application. I got the site working. I tweaked the feeds a little bit now so that showing RSS the way it is. The save calendar button works now. The more details works. If we actually click on it, I notice I have this change here to make. So let's go and make the change. Or I forget. No, it's yesterday. So that is you open index very end of this. It's a hard thing to catch. Throw over from the copy paste change. So now if I go back and refresh this page, it should be gone and I don't need to stop. It takes an extra second, but now it's built, filed, and everything is working as expected. Take a quick look at the original site, one that's currently public. And the only thing we are missing is this alternating part, which I'm worrying about right now, and the filters. I actually don't think the filters, unless we have a lot of events, I'm not going to put at a later time. So we got this more details, which I could populate, which I think we might want to do, but that just uses the Bootstrap pop-ups. So we can spend time fiddling around with that, get that to work. Actually, let's see if we can get more details working the way this looks, and then without the Facebook comment thing. Site. Get it looking like this, and that should be it. We're gonna skip the Foursquare. Sure. So let's go to the old site. This site events and view. There is a lot here. We essentially want everything in content. These three things right here. And they all get hidden or not, depending on the current state. So let's go and start. What I'm going to do for now is just kind of pin this one off to the side, which means right now. So let's just kind of move you over here. Search this that way. Take this one there. I know there's a way to do it with the new Power Toys, but I haven't been able to get it to work perfectly like it yet. So do it manually. Can hide that. So let's go and pull up our view. Control T and then leave it is our view. Doesn't really show too easy, so let's do events/view. So if I spell events right, /v, no, that's here. Let's check files. View. Oh, maybe I didn't call it view. Details. Silly me. Okay, so let's take a look at the info, which is pretty much this. So what I'm going to do first is put in the conditional if statement. If model is else everything else. So with that, we pretty much have this here. I can get rid of the D class and everything else. That handles if our event null. Now let's go and we're gonna excuse the event, the exception for now. This is something internally, and I'm not sure if we're actually gonna not. Let's take a look. Event. So first thing we do is put a edit hyperlink on there. I don't need the div event. It's where control can't be. So we're gonna want this here, and ultimately we're gonna enable that with security, but it's gonna paste it there. Create a to-do to enable or disable. Disable, paste, secure. First thing we're going to do is create a HTML.action link. Go to edit, which not yet. Controller events. Controller. Call it text edit. I can't do that because it's a button. The other way of doing it until I figure out how to do it. So the ASP dash action equals edit doesn't exist yet, so it's that's no deal. We'll ASP controller equals events. Class equals many pop-ups. Let's just copy out. Control V. E. E. And what else we have here? This text switch. This out. I think we have a bootstrap thing. Now we should be good to go. You can get rid of you. We got the to do in there, so it'll be hidden, but I'll come back and you. Next thing up is this well. I think the wells are actually gone in Bootstrap, so this might. I think they use Jumbotron now. The Yeah, wells are. So let's try Jumbotron. Each one event name. So this I can just do at model dot name comments. We do model dot comments. Event state. This I think I control the color based on the current state. So let's do this. Is a div class equals alert. And XD. This gets changed to at model dot state. I don't think that's correct, but let's just do toString and clean that up. Odd code. And then just to know, we're gonna put a do change alert color slash class based on state. And we'll check through the code. Go. That should get it. I'm going to double check the Bootstrap page for the. Luckily, up here, components and Jumbotron. Copy out text here and see what it looks like. Got the class Jumbotron. It look as fancy as that does. Let's display 4. The class equals lead. And that should be it. That will give it this look here. Ooh, let's see that. I actually want the. Then we can have the div class alert. Maybe actually not even side. Next up is the meetups. So let's go for the event detail. For this, I am just going to copy this text because we probably have to change it around a bit. Ignore the hidden fields too, because we're at some point here. And that should be it for now. So I'm going to expand this because we're going to come back to the. There's a special logic that we need to take care of. Let's fix the formatting here. tab should be good. Now let's look at all the details. I can see the first one here is start time to end time. Don't need a label for that. That is a simple at model.start time. And we're going to probably want to format that. I want to get the basics there, and then I can end time. Get rid of that line. And then we want a HTML action link, but because we're using calendar export to CSS, let's just turn this into an anchor tag. So we want the anchor tag to have the class of equal to all this. And now with Bootstrap, we have to give it the button so it looks like a button. Title, export calendar. And I think that I need to add the href, but this out. Didn't have any text for that. That there. That's just going to add the calendar icon. Let's get the href. So href equals at URL dot action. First thing we want is the action name, which is calendar. Controller is events. It's the route objects, which is new. B equals model dot, and that should be good for that. Most of this other stuff is just replacing all the run at servers with new stuff. So let's close this. Get rid of you. It's just a hyperlink. Registration URL href equals model dot registration URL. Let's just add a title to be nice. Register for this event and add model dot registration. So much cleaner than before, and there's not a lot of work here. Cost type. I think this is just at model dot cost type dot toString. We might have to clean up that one. I think I need no type. Amount is at model dot cost. I think I can just do Sharper will tell me its syntax. normally shows me the should in theory just be able to have it just quick. ASP.NET Core format currency. Simple ASP.NET doing it. This is what we want to do, and see how do I do that. Thought it was this guy do string and quotes is C. Use string. I'm going to do the split string. Nope. What is complaining about when I compile? That to me is valid text. Oh, probably because it's. We might have to. Okay, hashtag label. I think these are all run at server because these technically are nullable. So it's displayed in the event that they are there. So anchor href equals. Let's do that. And then come on. www. Twitter.com/search this at I think that's right. Give it a title. View the Twitter. I'll check the URL in a second. Model. Rid of the rest of this. Ooh, one score. Target. Oh, no. Or target. Target. The score. Now let's just double check that here and go behind. Tag. Oh, this is old, but let's just check it out on Twitter and see what it is. We're done. Search BP format C and where'd you go? Yeah. Oh. Bitly link can be another anchor. Let's do ahref equals model dot bitly URL title equals event registration shortcut. I think that's what we put. Target equals underscore blank model dot bitly space. And that's the first section. So if we look at the page, which is that one, we did just this part right here. Now we need to, I think we're going to work on the food part. Yep. So this we is just a null. What did we put? Is food available? Paycheck square. Paycheck. Okay. So here we are going to do class equals and at model dot food is food available. It's true. Oops, sorry. Nope. This out. See. A colon. I think that syntax will work. I think there's only one way to try. Let's see. Food here. Oops. Drinks. Appetizers. And so this is food included. Are drinks available? It's included. Appetizers available. And are, ooh, that's terrible. Cozy. are appetizers included. So all this is going to do right here is if the model says food is available, check. So if we look at our site here, it's going to write out these icons essentially to indicate what product groups invited. This is a repeater code, which we are separators. This one I'm going to do if model dot products not null model or model products dot any else or no. I don't know why I have to do this with this. Means. What are you asking for? Nope. The not no should be in. Else P no product group restrictions and UP. Otherwise, we or I want to do each model products. This is where resharpers can kick in. Kick my button. Name. I don't want to do multiple keys. Let's do var product list. Product list plus equals product name. Just output. And tell me I can combine it all into. Oh, it didn't tell me. Normally it tells me I can combine it all. Ah, here it is. That little guy. He's going to tell me. I never remember that. So I just usually, for me, that's going to spit out a list of products. So I don't need you anymore. And next up is the location. So this should be good to put a to-do here. This one I want public to see it. To do implement map. Sure. This actually will show the pinpoint on the map, but the mapping component very, very, very old. So that's probably going to be just a stream by itself to get in the map page. For now, we're just going to leave it there. We are getting rid of the Foursquare stuff. And we just got the address left. This is going to be at venue name model.venue.name room at model venue.room. First address. You do at model.venue.full address. Let's do address 1. Break out the cities. Venue.city. Model.venue.state. Space at model venue.full code. And that's it. If everything worked fine, we are here. I might want to clean up the formatting a little bit. And then let's just put in these hidden fields. Input. I don't think we're going to need them. It just depends on what I'm looking for. What we use for the mapping. These are the coordinates for it. And before I just put there, venue, attitude, just give it the same ID. Hidden attitude. Duplicate that because we're from this to longitude. Hidden longitude. Right about now, I'd say, oh, let's hit F5. But we need one more thing to do. Let me still get right in 2 spots. The edit action, which is fine. We haven't implemented that yet, and I still get this. Why is that? I don't understand what that. When we play it, we'll see. But we need to go into the controller for this. Implement the. Actually, no, we don't, because we actually are already testing that. I forgot we had to be working. Let's go and hit play, stop and rerun, and see if we got this working. Be pretty cool. I got it working for sure. And it only took 40 minutes. This is our page. The event. So let's click on this one and hope for the best. Still wasn't started yet. Or did it start? Restarted the API. Do. No overload. Choose string. Takes. Oh, silly. No. Dot. That's why. And you're going to complain. So let's check for null expression. Cool. I forgot that was a null field. So you do else. Oops. Do this last thing. Else. Do unknown. Now we should be good. Let's refresh this and see what we get. Got the welcome reception. We got this. We got the event is confirmed. Might want to clean up date and time for this. The calendar link looks like it's working. Yes, it downloads a file. The formatting of this is off. That's probably because I got an extra space or something in there. Oh, that's right. This is the shortcut for here. So if you click on this URL, I gotta change that. This is not working, and our product groups is working. It's not the cleanest for the product groups, but it's only got a couple of things. Let's take a look at the easy one. Actually, no, that's fine because the free, this is the actual enum value, so I need a way to just translate. I'll take care of that out. I want to change this tooltip to be for this event. Short URL for this page. Short URL for this. Cost type. Let's just do this because that doesn't. And now these are not working. If I have to do that. Yep, that's no work. No work. Trying to do it easier. See, This is nasty. This equals if model that is food available. Actually, why don't I see what I had to write something to the browser. I might just have extra sign in there. Let's go take a look at the browser. Tools, developer tools. Oh, so it wrote out the actual word true or false, which is why it's all busted. Oh, oh. Oh, you know what I have to probably do? Let's try. And I can. Or I copy, paste, save it, refresh it, make sure that works. Oh, I got something flashing. Is it now? Font awesome is telling me that that is not good. Let's see, maybe the icons changed for it. The new version. Font awesome start. Search icon. Remove. Let's just do checked. Selected. 76. This is what I want. Check square. Check square. And an unchecked square. Let's see. Let's hide this. Sometimes it has a. I think it's just going to be square. Let's Q. A, B, C, D. This. Where? Oh, 50. It's not good. Where? It's a square. RSS square. Just want a plain square. Give me a plain square. Well, there is no plain square. Huh. That's weird. I don't know what it's called. Uh, let's check the square. There usually is a separate way. This is what I want to use. I gotta find the other one without it. This is if it's checked. Oh, bar check square. Let's just see if bar square. Let's do where. Oh, it is just square. So I missed it. I probably just didn't show up. Square. Okay. So this should work. So let's go and copy out up to. No, let's copy out this. Come back and add exclamation point. Oh, that copy paste job. Bad. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Don't remind me. And remind me. From here to here. Here to here. Here to here. And here to go back and refresh this bad boy. There we go. Now we got our icon. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Why is that showing the other one? I refresh. What did I choose? R square, R check square, R square. Does not look like what on here. R a square. that's just the wrong version. Double check you again. Oh, like font, not font. The far or was it far? Far for this one. Vector square. What? Right? Far. Okay. Must be just a different version of it, which is fine. What else do we need to fix? I got to do, let me put a 2 here. Do fix enum cost type display. I actually think I have a property on there, but up my format, do format date slash display. Oops. That one I think is relatively easy because I think I got the formatting here. I use start time G. I think you can actually do this now. Let's see. Nope, didn't do anything. I don't know if I actually. Oh, I might have to recompile because it changed. Probably why it's. I didn't just change the view. I changed some of the actual mutable. That. Yeah, so these are working now the way we wanted them to. This looks a little bit cleaner. I need to still, so that format didn't work, and I need to update the title. Let's go and do those two last things. Then we can call it. Or let's do string. Uppercase G. We do uppercase G here. This one we just want lowercase time. In theory, the date should be close to the same. Should be short time. It is. T. Maybe I got one. It's a nice little benefit of tells you the shortcuts, so I don't actually look at it. So we got that cleaned up. Got daytime. Oh, one thing we're missing is the title. Let's do the title here to be consistent with the controller. Do where index here, details. It's view bag title meetup name. Get out of that because here will eventually know. Now this, I expect this title to change. Right now the title there, see right here. If I refresh, oh, I got the view bag title. Let's go and see what it is. Search for title. View data. Let's see. There we go. We got our title. It is there. That'll eventually be hidden. So we are cool. That's all I got for today. I'm really liking the way this has looked so far. Obviously, there's more to clean up, but for the most part, it's not terrible, or at least compared to what it previously. So that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you're interested in more, follow me on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube and like what you see, hit subscribe. Any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on the social media listed above, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye now.